Are you really committed? So this tip this week is about when the rubber really meets the road and we've got these moments of truth that happen. Should we take this road or do we take that road? Now, I was reminded when I was coming up with what this week's tip was, I was reminded of one of my very first clients, JJ. So this is thinking way back, y'all. This is 28 years ago, and I will never forget JJ to this day. He was one of my first, I think he was like my fifth client back in 1995. And JJ said, "Yes, Jennifer, I am going to use you for my mortgage." I was so ecstatic. And JJ got under contract, and we talked about the rate that day, and I'll never forget, I said, "Hey, the rate is 7%. And he said, "Great, that's fantastic." And I thought to myself, as a new loan officer, I thought, wow, this is super easy. Like, he didn't complain, he didn't haggle, this is great. So I went about my day, I went to lunch, I came back, and I thought, oh my gosh, I did not fax in the rate lock. Back then we didn't have computers, y'all, not really. So we had to fax everything in, and I did not fax it, and I went to lunch. I thought, oh, no big deal, I'll go fax it in now. So I went to the fax machine, and there was fax after fax of incoming faxes. There was a stack like this thick, and I saw before my eyes the rates had gone up 7.1, 7.2, 7.5, all in the span of 2 hours. I was on full freak out mode. I had a decision to make in that moment. Do I tell JJ that because I didn't take urgency, that his rate was now 7.5 instead of 7, or do I do the right thing and do whatever I have in my power to make that 7% happen? I'm happy to say that I made the right decision, and in that moment I remembered what my dad taught me: always do the right thing. Thanks, Daddy. I actually borrowed money from my Aunt Mary Ann, and I gathered, it was $7,500 in order to obtain that rate on that day. I paid the money, I sent the check to the investor, $7,500 to keep that 7% rate for JJ. So what I learned was that was a true test of what my business integrity would later to become, which was I really committed in the good, the bad, the ugly? Was I willing to go to the mat and do what I said that I was going to do? I'm going to leave you with this quote that one of my mentors, Andy Enriquez from the Master Storyteller Academy, he gave this great quote about commitment. He said, "Commitment is doing what you said long after the feeling is gone that you had when you said that you were going to do it." Now that is super powerful. Have a great week. Talk to you soon.